Hey guys, so first in a couple of videos I just wanted to send out to you about what diet's right for you, how do you monitor that diet to make sure it's successful, and how extreme and how much can you push that diet so you get results. So first of all, it basically kind of comes down to how many rules do you want. So every diet comes with its own set of rules. So if you go for a ketogenic diet, the rules are you don't eat carbs, you don't eat protein, you just eat fat. So quite strict rules. If you go for a Weight Watchers diet, you have a certain amount of points to stick to. If you're going for intermittent fasting, that means that you have to eat within a certain time period per day or per week. So you have periods without any food. Vegan diet, you don't eat anything nice. I'm joking. So you're not eating meat, fish, and dairy. A vegan diet, you don't eat meat and dairy, but you eat fish. A vegetarian diet is you don't eat meat and fish, but you do eat dairy. So all these rules, as long as these rules create a calorie deficit, which is the overarching rule, the diet will work and you will lose fat. But then how do you make sure that the diet that you choose works for you? So you can track many things. You can track the points, you can track the protein intake, you can track the total number of calories. With the hope, well, if you're tracking those, that's quite a I'm not going to say it's time consuming. It's quite an accurate method, but it requires a lot of almost kind of anal. I need to track everything that I eat to make sure I'm under. But then you have the non-tracking, which maybe isn't as accurate, but it doesn't take over your life as much. So you might, as long as you're kind of removing the carbs, if you're following that diet, or you're not eating meat, or you're not eating breakfast. So as long as you're kind of following the rules of your diet, that is closely enough, you will be in that calorie deficit. So I'm not a massive fan of any diet that has rules or any diet that has a name, because ultimately it just comes down to being a calorie deficit. You'll get results. I prefer personally tracking to make sure that I do that. It's not essential. If you're eating lots of low calorie dense food, i.e. vegetables, fruit, you're not pigging out on too many calorie dense foods, i.e. cakes and crisps and alcohol and pizza and takeaway, and there's results on the scales or visually, then your diet is working for you. That's a non-tracking method. If you want to go down the tracking route, just because maybe you haven't been getting results and maybe for a week or so, you just track and see how many calories are in that biscuit that you're having or that creamy coffee at lunchtime, and then you might start to identify some of the areas that you can make changes in, then do that. But ultimately, you've got a diet. You can make changes to your own individual diet to ensure that you are getting success and you're going to make sure you're getting that calorie deficit. Now, my next video is, well, how much of a calorie deficit are we going to do to make sure that you get the results? So that's for video 2. Any questions, let me know. Cheers, guys.